Okay, they called back, they have the venue, they have the date, they have the ticket price, everybody's on the same page, we're ready to rock and roll. Now, your job is just to send them the online setup link, which is funnyforfunds.com/your portal address setup, all one word. So if your portal address was Mike, it's funnyforfunds.com/Mike setup, one word, SETUP, Mike setup. You send them that link and have them just say, hey, please fill this out the best you can. You email it to them, they fill it out. Once they click save, it comes back to you. It comes back to you, and it'll be all the information for their show. Once you get that, you go to your branch manager site and you create a new event coordinator. If it's a repeat customer, they're already in there. So that's one little step you don't have to do. And then you start filling out the form, and it's right there for you. I usually put the phone up right on my laptop and take the information from there. If you're really smart, you can split screen on an iPad and just copy and paste. Now, there will be things on that form that might be glaring. Where you have to reach out to the client. So don't be afraid to reach out to the client and ask them a question. Because remember, that's your job. You're the fundraising guru. Okay. So things you're looking for. You tell them that the only thing that can't be changed is before you send the form out, you send it. Say, hey, keep in mind the only thing you can't change is the name of the show and the ticket costs and passing along or absorbing fees, because it's a bank account it's attached to. It's a bank account where there's actual money, so when they pay the deposit, it activates that show. So once that deposit is paid, it's locked into a bank account. Now, we can change it if there was an error on the client's part or your part. The only downside is we have to finalize that show and start over, and there'll be another $200 deposit at least to get the ball on. And it will be prorated. They don't lose their deposit. It's just poured down there. So instead of paying just $200 on the first show or whatever deposit you ask for, it's $400 now, and it's prorated. So it can be done, but try to nip that in the bud when you give them the setup form and say, just keep in mind that the only things you can't change are the name of the show, the ticket price, and if they choose to absorb or pass along fees. The only things that cannot be changed. Everything else can be edited. So as you're reading that form, you're filling it out, there will be things that are glaring. And one would be the ticket price. The ticket price. So the client had told you there was going to be 200 people there at least. And now their ticket price is $35. Pass along the fees, and they're not offering anything. That's a red flag. That's something you want to call the client and say, hey, look, let's not get too crazy on the ticket price. Remember, that's only one tier. You said that you'll probably have 200 people there. Even if you charge $25 a ticket and pass along the fees, or $25 a ticket, absorb the fees, you'll still make $22.50 a ticket at least. And we'll get the money on the raffles, we'll get the money on the auctions, we're going to get the money on the sponsors. So that's your job as the fundraising guru to let them know that, hey, but then again, the demographics might work for that group, and maybe that's what, but at least reach out to them and question it. So here are the things on the ticket price that make me call the client. One, ticket price is too high. So that I know the show right away is a bring your own snack show. It's at the Knights of Columbus. No one, they're not feeding them or anything like that. And it's for a Little League. And they want $30 a ticket, pass along the fees. We try to say, hey, Little League's $20, pass along the fees. You have 200 people there, it's $4,000. $4,000 in your pocket. So let's not get them there. We'll get the money on the raffles. 200 people at the show spending $10 a person on raffles. That's another $2,000. That's $6,000. So that's the things that you explain to them. And then you might say, well, we've had fundraisers before and everybody paid at least $25. Fine. $25, maybe absorb the fees. Now, if food's being donated, you can go up in the ticket price and pass along the fees because they think you're paying for the food. So there's a lot of little different things. But if you see a $50 ticket price and they're passing along fees, $60 passing along fees, call the client. Talk them into absorbing the fees. Because there will be a lot of clients saying, $60 plus fees? You don't want that headache, okay? And also, so just make sure you explain all of that to them. Let it be their decision. And also remind them, if you have to change that, you have to finalize the show and put another deposit. Okay? Tax ID number. Very, very important. Tax ID number. Almost every show you do will have a tax ID number. Little leagues, dance schools, organizations, all tax ID. The only time you might not have a tax ID number is if it's a special show for somebody like medical relief for a family, or somebody lost a home in a flood or fire, or a wheelchair van. These are shows put on by friends. Friends trying to help a friend. But a tax ID number can be a social security number. Very, very important that you get that social security number. It will be your job to explain to the friend that, listen, the reason why we need the social security number so it doesn't look like Funny for Funds made $10,000. However, you will also, the client, will receive all the data from the show broken down in donations. So for their tax professional, if anybody ever came calling to them, they would say, hey, what's this $10,000 check? You will be able to provide all the data from the fundraiser that you organize. It's simple as that. And your accountant will work with you on that. All the shows we've ever done, it's never happened, but it does protect you. So you tell the client, we do need at least somebody's social security number. You explain to them that they'll receive all the data, that it was all donations as a fundraiser, and that's usually no problem at all. So the name can't be changed, the ticket price, and the choice between absorbent or passing on fees. Only things that cannot be changed. So you look for those glaring things, make a phone call to the client. Once you press save on that show, the client will then receive an email saying your show is now live. Click here to pay the deposit. So once you click save, they receive an email saying their show is ready to go. Please click here to pay the deposit. And then they'll click the link. They'll see a dashboard just like yours. And right on the right hand corner it will say pay the deposit. Once they click pay deposit and they put their information in, the show is live. The show is live, and it was now on the website. It's now on the website. Once it's on the website, Vinny gets notification. He sees that this show is now live. He now needs the logo for the cause and one contact name and number. You can either get it before you start the process or after. Once they pay the deposit, you can reach out to them and say, I now need a logo or a pic and one contact name and number for the flyer PDF. Very important to say, for the flyer PDF. That's all you're providing them. You're not providing them the posters. Okay, because some clients get mixed up in thinking that you're going to give them 35, 40 posters. So I need one contact name and number and a picture or a logo for your flyer PDF and for your Facebook event page that we will create. So they'll send that to you, and once you receive that, you send that to Vinny, and all you have to do in the subject line is you put Funny for Funds, and in the body you put ready. That's it. Ready. And you got the link, the picture, and the contact number in that, and then Vinny will create the flyer based on all the information that's online. That's all he needs to know is the picture, logo, contact name and number. He'll put it all together, and then he'll create the Facebook event page, and he will email it to you, not the client. And it was your job to click on all of it. Click on the poster, make sure all the information is correct. Click on the Facebook event page, make sure it's all correct. Once it's all correct, then you forward it to the client. Once you forward it to the client, you say, just put something like, you're ready to go. You're ready to rock. Let's do it. Let's raise some money. And then you also put a thing, and make sure you please read your dashboard. Log in anytime, read and navigate your whole dashboard, because there's plenty of tips and suggestions on there. And so any questions, you reach out to me. That's it. Your job is done. Your job is done. The show is in the books. They got their flyer. They got their Facebook event page. Now, you basically just watch the show on your dashboard, see how things are going. And then maybe once a week, you could just shoot an email. How's it going? Stay in touch with them. Okay? Remember, your job is just to give them all the tools they need to be successful. That's it. But that can't hurt to reach out and stay in touch with them. So they have a successful event.